Hi everybody, it's me, Jackie Armand. I'm back again with another spooky video. Today we are going to be working on, this is probably the actually officially last craft for this, our monster prom Halloween party. But today I'm going to be working on the invitations. So the idea that I had for the invitations, which I think I mentioned briefly when I did my planning video for this party, which I will link to in the description of this video, was that I wanted to have prom tickets because it's a prom. But then also I just wanted to do something a little bit more than that. And so I thought, wouldn't it be cute to make some like spooky corsages and boutonnieres for the couples or the people who want them with their invitation. So that's what we're gonna do. I apologize for how long it took for this video to get out. It was mostly because I was waiting on a lot of things to come in the mail. I had some things get delayed, especially for the corsages. So that's why I had to keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. So I apologize for that. I did have a live last week that you can check out if you didn't watch it. I went through making my my Halloween movie calendar for October, and I did some of it live with you guys, so you can kind of check that out. I do apologize that the audio syncing wasn't quite there. I didn't notice until after the live was over that the voice and the video was a little off, but sometimes that just happens with the live. See, there's nothing you can do about it. But anyway, you guys seem to like it anyways, regardless of that. But yeah, I think here in a little bit, I will show you guys the supplies that I have and the plan for how to make these, and we'll just get into it. But before we get into that, I would like to say that if this is the kind of content that you like, if you like costuming, you like crafting, you like tutorials, you like party planning, and pretty much just anything all around spooky, that you would give this video a thumbs up. And you would also hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to ring the bell so you can be notified anytime I post a new video. It's Halloween all year long here, not just in October. So if you like that, then stick with us because it is a lot of spooky fun on this channel. Also, if you'd like to support this channel in a more personal way, I do have a Patreon. Patrons get lots of extra fun stuff, including extra content. There are 2 Patreon exclusive series there on Patreon right now. One is TerrorTube. It's a horror host type show hosted by me where we do lots of extra fun spooky things, read ghost stories, make spooky cocktails. I do some movie reviews. It's just kind of fun stuff like that. And that is for paid members only. However, there is a newer series called Friday Night Creepover, which are just kind of chit-chatty videos with me. It's just like having a sleepover where we just talk about stuff. And there are 2 episodes of that right now, and it is for free members and all members to enjoy. So if you are thinking about joining Patreon, even just for free, go ahead, because there's lots of things there enjoyable for free members. The last Friday Night Creepover that I just posted not too long ago was about how my Beetlejuice watch party went, and then also my thoughts on Beetlejuice 2. So if you were wondering how and what I thought about the sequel, I have a very in-depth review there. It's like all of my thoughts. It is a the first part of it is no spoilers. The second half of it is all spoilers. So yeah, think about heading there and check that out if you're looking for some more content from me. Also, just really think about joining Patreon here soon because a lot more things are coming in October. I'm really excited about. So it's definitely worth being on my Patreon, especially during spooky season. So anyway, so yeah, I guess with all of that being said, I guess we can just go ahead and we'll get into the video. Let's go. Okay, we're here in the craft room. This is where I'm going to be doing the majority of this stuff. And I'm going to kind of show you the supplies that I've got. Now I've already made one. And it's for my costume because last weekend we went ahead and did a photo shoot for my zombie prom costume, which that video will come out after this one. So I hope you guys are excited about that. I know I am because I edited some of the pictures this week and they look really cool. So this is mine. They're all not going to be this big. This one just kind of happened to be big because it was the first one I did. I don't mind it, but I think that everybody else's, I don't think I'm gonna make this big. But it's mostly just one big flower in the middle, and then I kind of did some accents on the side. Now I used pink flowers in mine because my dress is pink, and so I wanted to copy that. And then I had also put like blood splatters on it because I'm a zombie. But most of the ones that I'm making for these invitations are not going to be like this, but this can give you the kind of example. And we've got like a little elastic strap on here, and it's actually not that hard to make. I thought it was gonna be a lot harder. I watched a lot of tutorials on YouTube of how to do it, and it looked complicated, but once I got into it, it is actually pretty easy. So I'm gonna show you the florals that I've got. So I've got, and I just picked these up at like mostly like Michael's, Hobby Lobby. I just looked at what Halloween stuff they had. I mean, all year they usually have blacks and dark colors. For these, I'm mostly going for blacks and grays, because I want it to be able to match anybody's outfit. I first thought I would do black and orange because it's Halloween-y, or I would do black and dark red because that's kind of the colors of the zombie prom. But I don't know what everybody's dresses is. I don't know everybody's costume. I don't know everybody's stuff. So I just thought if I do black and gray and kind of like, you know, looks like dry, dead flowers, that should match everybody's stuff. So I've got these black roses. Pretty sure these were just like from Michael's, which you can get these like all year at like Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I've got these like little prickly things. They're like black. I think these were from Michael's. I just went to town when they had a sale, when it was like 40% off. I've got these. They're supposed to be like baby's breath, or it says black moss. Never mind. It's supposed to be like moss. It's kind of gray though. I used these on mine, on the side here, and I actually think they look really cool. I actually really like those. So, and then I've got these little buds, which I don't know if I will use these so much for the corsages as I will mostly use them for the boutonnieres probably. I don't have as many boutonnieres to do as corsages, but I do have a few boutonnieres to do. So I think these will be mostly used for that. And then I have these, like, they almost look kind of purplish, but up against the black, I guess they look a little more gray. I don't think I'll use the green florals. I used a little bit on mine, but yeah, these, which I did use these flowers on mine too, which these are kind of cool. They're kind of spooky. And then I have like these leftover little cattails from the moths that I made for the centerpieces. So I might actually utilize these. So yeah, I think I've got, I'm pretty sure I have enough for the amount I need to do. I think I need to make like 11 corsages roughly. And basically the supplies you need to make a corsage is florals, like we've got here. Like, so you mostly want one big flower in the middle, and then, like I said, some smaller for the accents around it. I got these are the little wristbands. I got them on Amazon, pretty cheap. I can link to it. You can get them in like bulk, a lot of them for really cheap. I bought at first the, I'd heard about them, that they're these like slap bracelet ones now that sounded really cool. And I bought those first because they actually weren't super expensive. But they took forever to get here, and it just kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed, and eventually it looked like they weren't going to come in until October, and I was like, that's when I'm going to be passing them out. So I just canceled that order and bought new, and these came like really fast. I'm kind of bummed that I didn't get to use the slap bracelet ones, but you know, time was of the essence. And then the way we attach these on is we're gonna use some floral tape to kind of attach some of the flowers together. So, you know, you'll need just some regular green floral tape or whatever. And then you can, which I did with this, hot glue it to the base, but then also you can use these little flaps here to bend, because they bend really easily, to bend over like the stems of the flower to like hold it in place even further. And it works pretty good. So it's actually not that hard to figure out. So that's for the corsages. I also have these little plastic boxes to put the corsages in so that they look cute. I think I'll put a corsage and the boutonniere in the same thing. If it's a couple that's gonna have both. And it's gonna look really cute, and I'll probably wrap a ribbon around it and put our invitations in, which I have these little, like these skinny envelopes. They're like ticket envelopes that are black for the tickets. Now, I don't have the tickets printed yet, and that is mostly because my printer toner is being super streaky. I think it's because it's low on toner and I need to get some more. But also, I did kind of want them to be a little glossy and feel like a ticket, you know? And I can't really do that on the my laser printer, like my home laser printer, because it's kind of impossible to find like glossier paper for a laser printer at home. So I think I'm gonna get those professionally printed at like a printer store, copy center, or whatever. But I can kind of show you an example, because I did print a test out to see how big I wanted it and everything, and you'll see that it's streaky, and I'm covering up the address, but it's just says Monster Prom. It says Admint 1 on it, and it's got I've got like a little QR code that takes people to the party page on Facebook so they can RSVP, but it's cute. And so I will have those in the envelope, and then I'll probably use a wax seal to close it. It's cute. And that will probably be laying on top of the box or under the box, I'm not sure, and it'll be all tied up with a little ribbon, and it'll look really cute. So, and then for the boutonnieres, I'm just using, as far as like fasteners, I know they have like the traditional like little pin fastener, but I didn't feel like messing with that, so I'm just using these like little like not clothespins, whatever, just, you know, like the pins that you pin to yourself, and they have an adhesive backing on them, but I'll probably just hot glue them. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna use these because I feel like that's the easiest way. I'm sure people are not going to want to fiddle with anything else other than that. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. We're just going to work on making these corsages and boutonnieres and get them done. And then maybe probably tomorrow I will put the tickets in the envelopes, because like I said, I don't have them printed yet. But you know, that's easy and not as much fun to watch. So okay, well, I guess we'll go ahead and get into it. So let's go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and apologize for kind of how chaotic this first corsage went. I didn't really know exactly what I was going to do yet, so I was, you know, kind of figuring it out as I went. But basically, I ended up making like a little bundle of some of that moss and one of the black leaves from the black roses, and I think I ended up using the little cattails for this one, but I basically just secured the stems together with the green floral tape. And here I am making another one of those little stem bundles because I thought that I was going to put 2 on the corsage, 1 on each side. Here they are. But I actually didn't end up doing that. I ended up using only 1 of them, and then ended up using the other little bundle for a boutonniere. And that's kind of what I ended up doing for all of the rest of the corsages. And here I am gluing this little bundle to the metal piece there. And then I took the little flaps and put it over it to kind of secure it further. And then I also glued the little rows on. And here's a finished one. I ended up taking another leaf and putting it on the other side of the flower because I did feel like it needed a little something extra. And here I am using that other little bundle that I didn't use in the corsage to make the boutonniere. Basically, I just, with floral tape, added one of the little buds to it and wrapped it around and secured it, and then took one of the little fasteners and hot glued it to the back. So here I was going to start working on the other corsage with the different flower, but I realized that I had actually was doing it way off camera and you guys couldn't see. So I do get another shot of it. But before we cut to that, here for your viewing pleasure is some of Lydia being mischievous and chewing on my flowers, but generally being quite adorable. And here we have take 2. Again, I just made another bundle like I did before, but instead of using the cattails, I used the little spiky balls. And then just glued the gray flower on. I also put another leaf on the other side. And I pretty much just did the same formula for all of the corsages. And I just kind of interchanged whether I used the cattails or the little spiky balls. But I think they turned out really cute, and I was very pleased with it.
The next day.
So I didn't realize until later that I actually should have wrapped these boutonnieres in ribbon before I put the fasteners on to hide the ugly floral tape. So I ended up doing this the next day. I just popped the fastener off, it wasn't that hard, and then wrapped them in ribbon and then put it back on. I alternated between doing black ribbon on some, and then I had some silver ribbon that I did on some other ones. And now we're just going to pack everything up in the little boxes that I have. I just kind of arranged them to look cute and close the lid. And then I put our Monster Prom tickets in the envelope you'll see here in a little bit. And I used some wax for wax sealing and sealed the envelope with it. And used a little wax stamp that had a heart on it to stamp it, and I thought that looked really cute. I chose kind of a green color because our Monster Prom logo kind of thing that I came up with is like pink and green, so I kind of wanted to go with that instead of just using regular old red that I feel like has just been done to death. And here I'm just wrapping everything up with a ribbon. I decided to put the envelope on the bottom because I wanted the person to be able to see the beautiful corsage on top, so I didn't want to cover that up. So I just used some of this pretty ribbon I had, tied in a little bow, and that was pretty much it. I think I used a little bit of tape on the sides though to kind of help the ribbon stay in place and everything to stay together. But yeah, that's it. So I guess without further ado, we'll get into the reveal. Okay, everybody, that's it. We're done. Yay! I was gonna put the, prom tickets on the top, but then I figured you wouldn't be able to see the pretty corsage and stuff in there, so I didn't want to do that, so I didn't. I might put people's names on it on the back just so I know who it's going to, because I have some that are like just corsages and some that are just boutonnieres, so. But, and I think I have the majority of them finished. There's just a few maybe that I have that are like extras, or I had like question marks on people's names about whether or not they want one or not. I hadn't really gotten to ask them, so I don't know. I'll probably just make enough with what the supplies I have left, and then if somebody wants one, then they want one, and I have them ready to go, and just for them. But I'm really excited about it. I think the prom tickets turned out really good. They look really nice the way that having printed from an outside source. Yeah, overall I'm very pleased. I think they turned out really cute. I'm excited, and I hope that my guests like their invitations to our monster prom. So, and I hope that this gave you any ideas in case you ever wanted to make like a spooky corsage that, it's not really that hard. I was really intimidated by it, but it ended up being pretty easy once I got the hang of it and got the flow and started working on them. But anyway, yeah, that's it. So if you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up if you haven't already, and also hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to ring the bell so you can be notified anytime I post a new video. As far as new videos go, the next one will be the completion of my zombie prom costume. So it will be the hair and makeup, and then the final look with the results of the photo shoot that I went on to take pictures of. So I'm really excited to show you guys that. I think it turned out really good. The costume really came together and it turned out really awesome. And I can't wait to share that with you. But after that, it will just be full on spooky time. It'll be October and I have a lot of spooky Halloween-y videos, including we're gonna do another live stream of carving pumpkins near the end of October like we did last year. That seemed to be a hit, so I kind of want to do it again. So, you know, obviously make sure that you have the notification bell hit because you want to be notified for all the spooky goodness. Also, of course, you know, if you're looking for more content, you can go to patreon.com/JackieArment and think about becoming a patron, even for free, because there's extra stuff there. There's tear tubes, there's the Friday night creepovers, and there will be more things on Patreon in October as well for spooky time. And if you want your own invitation in the mail, so your own corsage and everything, then really think about joining the very last tier, the Monster Master. You can get your own invitation in the mail and possibly be a part of the live stream of our Halloween party. So if that sounds fun to you, really think about that. But of course, I enjoy all of my free members, so if you're thinking about joining for free, don't hesitate. Other than that, I will always leave links in the description of this video to my social media, my Instagram and TikTok, where there's spooky content that doesn't always make it to YouTube, ends up there. I will also leave a link to my Etsy shop, where I make spooky, Halloween-y, witchy things that are available all year long. If you really want something by October, please put your orders in. September's almost over, and October will be here, and my shop will be on vacation the last 2 weeks of October. So if you want something, now's the time. It's like you're getting to maybe the point of no return. Of course, I will also leave a link to things like my author website and my author Facebook page, where updates for things of my writing end up being there. If you're interested in the kind of things that I write, I do have 2 books that I've written that are available on Amazon. One is a zombie romance, and one is a vampire adventure story. They're both available as paperback and Kindle versions, and you can read a little bit of the Kindle version before you buy it to see if it's your thing or not. They're very good for spooky season. They put you in a spooky mood, so really think about it. And of course, the links that I mentioned always have updates for my writing that I'm doing now, and the book that I'm writing right now is about a young woman who's possessed by a demon. So if the updates and sneak peeks of that sound interesting too, think about following me there. But other than that, I guess that's pretty much it, you guys. I'm really excited for the, you know, spooky season to really get in. It's almost October, it's almost here, and it's almost Halloween time, and I'm getting ready. So, all right, well, I guess just stay spooky, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Tonight